News Now Wyoming. So today we're going to take a look at a stop for impersonating a police officer. Why would they do such a thing?
How you doing? Reason I stopped you is your right brake light is out. Who do you work for?
So did you stop me because my right brake light is out?
Yeah.
Or did you stop me to ask me who I work for?
Well, I'm asking you both.
DCS.
What?
DCS.
DCS. What's DCS?
You don't know what
Department of
DCS?
Children's Services?
No. Okay. So
Right here is exactly where she screwed up. We're going to see exactly what she did before. But if she would have just remained silent, I refuse to answer any of your questions, officer, or I'm not answering any of your questions not related to the stop, I don't think he could have done anything. Instead,
if you stop me for my right brake light, then we can address that.
Okay.
Okay.
Is your license then? Do you have your badge on you? Like your ID badge?
ID badge for
Being a police officer.
want my ID. This is what you're asking me all those questions.
Right.
again,
Stop
shut
me for
up,
my right
lady.
brake light. When I watch the car,
Will cause.
my right is long with the gas.
Long story short, I just want to know who you streets. So it
The car wasn't long when you saw me out of
doesn't
gas.
matter. You're driving with a brake light out on the streets, so it's an equipment violation.
You saw me out of gas.
I saw it when you were pulling out.
Alright.
Look, long story short, I just want to know who you work for.
Okay. And if that's the issue, why do you want to know who I work for?
Because I've never seen you around here before. You're not a police officer that works here.
You don't know who I am.
That's
You
right.
said you never seen me.
Right. So, are you a police officer or are you not a police officer?
So because a black person walks into a store with a badge
Oh.
and a gun is an issue.
Oh, pulling the black card. Dude, why are you so racist? Horrible, horrible officer. She pulled the black card in the stop. Now go on your way. She pulled the black card, okay? You are wrong. She is black. So that means you are automatically racist. That's it, okay? No other explanation.
That has nothing to do with you being black. That has nothing to do with you being black.
Because you never seen me before?
I don't recognize you.
What they got to do with me and where I work?
Are you a police officer or you're not a police
I'm
officer?
not a police officer.
You're not a police officer?
No.
So why would you go into Quick Trip and get free food with your badge and gun?
Because I'm an officer. You don't have to be a police officer to go in there. I've been doing it for 3 years.
You're an
You've
officer
never
with who?
seen me?
You're an officer with
Doesn't
who?
mean that I don't work here. That's the issue that I'm having.
Oh, okay, so she walks into a convenience store to get free food or free soda or something. Okay, that makes sense.
It's
So you're not a certified police
It's
officer.
not probable cause. It's a personal thing. Because you've never seen me walk in that store. You followed me out the store, got in your car, seen that I had a brake light out, and decided to pull me over for my brake light. Which all you're questioning me about is that I went to Quick Trip. Did I steal from
Are
Quick
you
Trip?
Yeah, if you're not a police
I
officer.
did not steal from Quick Trip. I went up to the register, spoke to the guy that works there, and told him I had his drink.
So you're presenting yourself as a police officer with your badge and your gun on the side.
Okay.
Do you understand that?
I do understand that. But my issue with you
So, here, if she didn't tell them she was a cop, I don't know if that would have been enough for charges. Possibly for carrying herself as an officer. Yeah, I don't think the prosecutor, the DA, would have been able to go with that. I don't think that they would have had enough if she wouldn't have had this chit chat with the officer. So again, for people out there, shut up.
is, you've seen that. You say because you never seen me before.
So who do you work for?
Follow me out of the store.
Who do you work for?
Are you
Who is
really
DCS?
How long have you been working for?
12 years, 13
So
years.
How do you not know what DCS is?
There's, like I said, is it Department of Children's Services? What is it? Explain it to me.
I don't have to explain myself. light when you went to the car.
Okay. You see your license?
You said follow me.
Who's your supervisor?
Sorry, I'm not trying to be rude and disrespectful, but what does that have to do with my brake light?
What it has to do with is you told me you're a police officer or you're an officer for DCS. I've got DCS on the phone. They say you don't work there.
Oh, ouch. So you're an officer with DCS, Child Services, and you don't work there. Busted. Oh, ouch. Shut up, people. Don't talk.
So who's your supervisor? I have one of your employees.
Alright, so what happened in between these two dash cam or body cams is the passenger ends up being the DCS officer. The passenger. Oh, isn't it grand?
Employees here, Brandy Green. She was with her friend, Petra Edgerton. They decided that Brandy decided that she was going to give Petra her badge and her gun to go into Quick Trip and get some food. So I pulled them over for a broken tail light. Petra was driving. She had the badge on and the gun on. When I pulled them over, she identified herself as a DCS officer and then later admitted to not being a DCS officer. And your employee, Brandy Green, admitted to giving her the gun and the badge to go into Quick Trip to get the free food.
Okay, so as a refresher here, the driver here was given a badge and a gun by the passenger. Now, why she didn't just go in there, who the hell knows? So they could get free food or drinks or whatever from the gas station. This great lady here just keeps talking and talking and talking and gets herself into trouble. Again, I don't know if she could have been charged for wearing the badge. I guess it's possible. But as long as she didn't say she was an officer, it was just implied, I do believe she could have gotten away with that. But she couldn't stop her mouth from opening. So, as follow-up, she's been charged with impersonating a police officer. She was arrested and released on bail. Her passenger was fired from DCS or resigned. I don't know one way or the other. Doesn't really matter. So, for anybody with a badge and a gun, do not give it to a friend so she can go and get free grub. Don't do it. God, you guys you already feel so overpowered. Why would you give somebody else your power? You guys are immune from any laws and rules and just can do whatever the hell you want to do. Why would you try to give that to somebody else? Make them feel powerful for 5 minutes. Oh, gosh, just stop. And if you are pulled over, what are you pulling me over for? Tail light. Okay, here's my license and registration. I'm not answering that question. Shut the hell up. Alright, we'll stop that.